I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to episode 70 of Raise the Holt. Now, quick review since the last episode. You remember we had the 1-1 draw against Manchester United. Then we faced United at home in the Cup. You can see it was a 0-0 draw. We probably just shaded the game, but there was very few highlights, so we can't really complain. It was a bit of a reserve team as well, so overall it wasn't too bad. But you'll see in the replay things didn't quite go to plan. Then we played Brighton, and boy oh boy did we play Brighton. First leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, you can see it was a 4-1 win. We were absolutely rampant in the second half. It was 0-0 at half-time. You can see Cameron, Callum Mosley with 2, and then Billet knocking in a fourth, I should say, just to make sure the tie was well and truly wrapped up ahead of today's episode. But we'll give the kids a go, so don't skip the game. It's going to be an interesting one to watch. Then we played them again in the league at home, and look at this. It is the blue ribbon result of the save so far, 7-0. 7. It is the biggest win of the save, as I said. It was an absolutely magnificent performance. Gonzalez with a hat-trick, Wilson got a goal, Magnanelli got 2, and the Boob knocked in 1 as well. Absolutely stunning, 7-0. Then we had the replay against Manchester United, and it was going okay. And look what Zelo went and did, a yellow card in the 21st minute. It pretty much made it impossible for us. You can see again, we played a slightly stronger team, but still more or less the kids. And we just never really stood a chance after that. We were hanging on, trying to counter-attack, and annoyingly we conceded from a corner, which was just... I kind of expected to lose the game when we went down to 10 men. We just were trying to hang on, see if we could nick something, maybe go to penalties, given it was a replay, whatever could possibly happen. But yeah, to concede from a corner was just really, really disappointing. And then we played Tottenham in the league. You can see we got a 1-0 win away from home. Patrick Roberts with the goal. It was a decent performance. It was a solid win. You can have no complaints. It was sort of 3 points done and dusted. But yeah, it was a good win against Spurs. Now, of course, all these goals, and it's a little bit of a Brighton special, +1 against for Patrick Roberts there against Spurs. Goals of the month at the end of the episode. There's some absolute stunners from the Brighton games, as I said, so definitely worth sticking around for those. What we're going to do today, now I know I said we're going to play Arsenal. Unfortunately, the Arsenal game has been moved, so not to worry, we are still going to see that. It almost works out better because next episode we can do Arsenal and the first leg of the Champions League, so I'm not at all disappointed that it's moved. But it means this episode will be the second leg of the Carabao Cup, see if we can get more than 7 goals against Brighton. We scored, that's that? 11 goals against them in 2 games. So hopefully there will be goals. Then we'll go up to Anfield and we'll play Liverpool. They're sitting 10th in the league. But if you remember at the start of the year, they actually gave us a bit of a game, didn't they? We did a 2-2 with a stunning comeback. So hopefully we can get the 3 points a little bit more comfortably than that, given that we will be at home. Let's have a look at the league table. You can see we're sitting in 3rd. We're 3 points behind... No, we're not. We are sitting in 3rd. I've scrolled. 3 points behind Chelsea with a game in hand, and then only 6 points behind Arsenal again with a game in hand. So if we win that game in hand, we've knocked that gap down to 3. So the league title could still be on here for us. And we should say as well, coming into this second leg, which, let's face it, we should have wrapped up, Southampton's only got and beaten Arsenal in the other semi-final, an away goal. So it means we have a final against Southampton coming up, assuming we can get past this. Although a South Coast derby for the final, well, Brighton's not technically South Coast, but Brighton-Southampton in the final wouldn't be a bad one for the neutral, would it? But we are not neutral. We are very much Aston Villa. So let's get this final underway. Or semi-final. I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is a team we're going with. As I said, Zelor's suspended. So we're going to look to loan him out somewhere. I'm not very happy with him right now, to be honest. So we're going to look to loan him out. Possibly it's Bury... you can see there, Bury, Cambridge, Plymouth, and Wickham that are interested in him. If none of them come in with a good deal by the transfer deadline day, we'll just send him off to Sochaux. He can go and chill in France for a little bit and think about what he's done. But it's Pereira in goal, Ahmedzovic, Mings, and Cadden, Alex and Bree providing the width. We're going with Doyle Hayes, Brunt, who's one of our younger midfielders. We're going to give him a game. He's okay-ish. See how he goes. He's someone that we might look to loan out. You see, he's got good passing, so that maybe he's a squad player in there. We're going to give him a game because Dixon's coming back from injury. Means we'll play Joyce up in the attacking midfielder role with Cameron and the Boob up top. Unfortunately, Callum Mosley and Matt Molino are both coming back off from an injury, so we're a little bit limited with the upfront options. Okay, so you can see I'm trying not to take this game for granted, but I very much am. So that's the way Brighton's lining up. We've got the 4-goal lead. It shouldn't be a problem. We'll just tell them don't get complacent. That actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. A few calm, we have faiths, and we will get on out there. Okay, here we go. So what we might look to do, I think the Carabao Cup final, assuming that we get there, is going to be on after the first leg of the Moscow game. So I'm thinking what I might do is we'll do Arsenal and Moscow as an episode, and then that'll be Thursday. And I think we might do a little bit of maybe Friday Night Football, a special episode of the Carabao Cup final. I think that might be just a single game, and we can watch that as a Friday night to welcome back club football into our lives. Let's not go and concede a goal like that, please. I think that is maybe what we'll look to do there. And hopefully we should have Callum Mosley back for that as well, so we'll be able to start him up top in a Wembley final, so that'll be very exciting for him. And I did notice that there is talk in the comments now of potential Champions League glory coming up, and I hope we're right. I think that was one of the Mosleys that was saying that. And like I said, I hope we're right, and I hope we can do it. We got a little bit lucky with the draw into the final last year. When we played Paris, they were a lot better than we were. So that's a nice little bit of build-up from Brighton there, isn't it? Can we get that close? It's not great goalkeeping. I just feel like we're a couple of players short. I don't know that we have necessarily the strikers. Wilson's really good. Maybe we need someone to play up there with him. We might just give this a demand more, just make sure this isn't going to fall to pieces on me while I've basically put us in the final already. And our defence as well. Cadden is just not developing the way that I'd hoped. You can see he's actually digressing. Is that a word? Regressing. That's the word I'm looking for. Ahmedzovic as well is a good backup, but he's not quite there yet. I'm not completely convinced by our centre backs. I'm not completely convinced Ben Davies as a left back is quite good enough to take us to the Champions League, and I just think maybe we're a striker short. I think Jordan Cameron has the potential, and I think there we go. The boob through to Cameron goal. I think the boob, if he develops, he is rated as a wonder kid. I think there's players there that in maybe a season or two will be able to take us to the Champions League. I'm just not sure that we're quite at that level yet. But like I say, I hope I'm wrong, and I hope we can do it this season, especially it's our last at Villa Park. It would be only fitting, I think, to send Villa Park out with a Champions League trophy. It's a good tackle from Joyce. Can he find a teammate? It's not a great pass. Cameron can't quite get there. This hasn't been the best performance, has it? We've barely been in the game. The boob's tracked back nicely there, marking his man, so I like to see. Wrong way, mate. There we go. Can we get onto that? No, we're losing every ball. We're going to have some serious words at half-time here, I think, because we're not playing well. It's not really the players' fault, is it? I've been talking about the finals if this was already done, and so it's not a little surprise that they've gone out with that attitude. But we'll try and right things at half-time. Of course, the transfer window isn't quite closed yet. I don't think we're going to be doing any business. I had a quick look for centre backs, but we're at our limit with foreign players. That's a good passing for Cameron. That was a bit better, wasn't it? Spread the play from one wing to the other. We found Bree in space. And then he's knocked in a nice ball for Cameron at the near post. And hopefully Cameron's starting to find his scoring boots again. It's a good finish, isn't it, at the near post? What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Probably something about... that's right, defenders. We're at our limit of non-English players or of foreign players, because if anyone not English is foreign because of the Brexit in the game. So I was looking for English defenders, and there was nada on my short list. So that's a problem, obviously, which means we're going to have to do a little bit of squad rotation. Now, that really wasn't good enough. So we're going to, an assertive, far from pleased. We have Alex on a yellow, so we will just calmly tell him that we would like him to stay on the pitch. Don't go and do a Z-Law. And that Z-Law tackle, by the way, he got extra games. It was a shocker. It was a two-footed, karate kick. It was one of those exaggerated red cards that the game throws up from time to time. And yeah, it was fully deserving of a red card. Right, can we get an early highlight here? No, we cannot. So Joyce isn't playing particularly well either. I contemplated maybe giving Lewis Morgan a game. We might even do that. Go 4-3-3, because I would not mind trying the boob out as a sort of a wide inside forward. It's sort of a position I kind of think that he could play, but then I'm not sure. I'm not sure if. Sorry, there was a break there. I had to edit that because the cat decided to jump on the keyboard. I'm not sure if we want to play that position, if it's going to be worth retraining him. But let's give this a go. We'll go 4-3-3. Okay, so this is how we'll do it. We'll try Cameron up top. We'll try the Boob out wide as an inside forward and see how he goes. We'll bring Morgan on, and then you can kind of see everybody else is just kind of slightly repositioned. Just see how it goes. We might look even to bring Strands Larson on. Cameron's got his goal. We're 5-2 up on aggregate, so it should be fine. We'll give them a concentrate just in case. I don't see us throwing this away, but there's another one. You never know. I seem to be very keen on jinxing this, though, don't I? So it's 5-3 on aggregate. As I said, we've already given them a concentrate, so it should be fine. It's not a bad strike from Denny Welbeck. I'm assuming it's Denny Welbeck. It's not another Welbeck in the game. Oh, he's up there, Denny Welbeck. Decent strike. You've got to ask some questions of Pereira. I think both the goals they've not been unstoppable, have they? So they've got the concentrate call. Joyce isn't having his best game. I wonder if it might be worth looking to take him off. See what Brunt can do here. Into Joyce. We've got a runner down here. Bree, can we find someone in the middle? It's a decent ball in. There it is. Go, oh, surely no. Yes, yes. I was just about to take him off. Then Joe Joyce goes and pops up with the goal. So that wasn't the best finish from Cameron, though, was it? I would have hoped he could have poked that in. He's done his best to hit the keeper with the shot, hasn't he? Right, so let's take him off and let's give Strands Larson a go. I think Strands Larson is someone we're going to look to ship out. He hasn't quite developed in the way I'd hoped. When we signed him, he was a really good prospect, and we actually beat PSG for him. We beat PSG to his signature. That's what I was trying to say there. And he was really, really highly rated, but he just hasn't quite developed. He is a very good target man if you look at him as a target man, but I feel like we've got Cameron who can do that, and it's a little bit more as well. So, yeah, I'm thinking we might look to cash in on him. So this should be it. We'll take a 2-2 draw, 6-3 on aggregate. That gets us to Wembley, which is really exciting. I mean, the first leg kind of took the thrill out of it, but we're going to be going to Wembley, guys, which is wonderful. So that'll be, as I said, we'll do that as a special episode on Friday, just a one-off game. Bit of Friday night football for us all. There it is. We're going to Wembley, boys. Not the best performance, though. I would say we're going to have to maybe do an assertive, bit of a let off. Alex looks stressed. Not as stressed as I feel after watching you play like that. And let's go. There it is. Aston Villa booked their place at Wembley. That's something to look forward to, as is obviously the game against Liverpool, and we'll be right back with that momentarily. Okay, welcome back. Here we go against Liverpool, and let's have a look at the team that we're going with. It's back to the full-strength team. Golini in goals, Vendrongolo, Magdanelli and Kone, Davies and Stemenkovic with the width. We're going with Lima, Luis Felipe in midfield, with the Holy Trinity back together, Roberts, Gonzalez and Wilson up top. We've still got Callum Mosley injured, so he is not available for selection. And a bit of news, Zelaw, we've sent you off to Sochaux on loan, mate, so we'll keep an eye on you and how you develop. And of course, Josh Crampton as well. We should probably have a quick look at Josh just so we can see how he's developing. Here he is here. You can see not going too badly. There is some updates on the stats there. They're not as much as we would have liked, but he is playing. He's got 16 games in League 2. Average rating is 6.83. So not ideal, not the best, but certainly considering I think he's only 17. 17. So a 17-year-old in League 2, he's not doing too badly. I would just like to see maybe the stats developing a little bit quicker. But that's not our concern now. Our concern right now is Liverpool, so let's get on and do this. Okay, so we can see the way they're lining up. Luan, Mane and Salah, so they've still got some big hitters up top. As I said, they're a mid-table team, though, these days, so hopefully we'll be able to go and get the win here. Rebrov said do it for the fans, did he not? He did say do it for the fans. Let's maybe go with a passionate... Can we do passionately do it for the fans? We're at home. Let's try that. And then we'll just calmly say we have faith. And then let's go smash Liverpool, guys. I should say too, with Zelaw and Callum Mosley and Josh Crampton, I want to name the computer regens after you guys. We are going to have a new batch of youngsters coming up shortly. So if you do want to have a youngster named after you, if you have someone in particular, let me know. It's either in the comments or you can tweet me at AussieVillain, or if you want to wait for the new batch of youngsters. And likewise, just let me know. And we want to try and name as many of the good prospects, 3 stars and up. Because 3 stars for us now is considered a good Premier League player. So yeah, just make sure you're letting me know, and let's try and get all the regens named after you guys, not just 1 or 2. Got a decent ball in there. Here we go, Gonzalez. He's there. Patrick Roberts has assisted a goal with a flick on at the near post. I don't think, if you're looking at the risks of Patrick Roberts as a defending team, you're expecting a near post flick on to be what he does. But he's gone and done it for us. He's got the assist. We've got an early lead, and hopefully we will just continue to build from that. If we gave them an encourage just before that goal went in. We'll give them a concentrate now. Hopefully this isn't going to be a Liverpool highlight that ends in a goal. Luanov's their striker. He's dropped quite deep. That should be easy for Golini, and it is. Because a win here takes us... I don't know how goal difference with Chelsea is, but we'll be at least second, equal on points. I'd imagine after our 7-0 drubbing of Brighton, that did, as you could imagine, wonders for the goal difference. Here's Wilson. Can he get a ball in? Gonzalez! Ooh, straight at the keeper. You'd imagine our goal differences would be pretty strong. So hopefully it would actually take us second on the goal difference, but definitely would be equal. So let's hopefully try and hang on to this lead here. Give it another concentrate. This is how we scored our first goal. Ben Davies in for Wilson. Back to Lima. Oh, he's kept the ball done well. Luis Felipe building from the back. Got Staminkovic, he's got space, he's got pace. Can he find a ball? Gonzalez at near post. It's a double for Gonzalez. It's his 50th for the club. The Holy Trinity is back in full fire again. We had a bit of a slow start to the season. We even had Gonzalez drop from the team for Cameron, but Cameron's gone off the boil, and Walter Gonzalez has come back in, and he is knocking them in for fun. That's 2 goals in the first half. Hopefully we will see it out now and get in at half-time at 2-0. We can tell them not to get complacent, and then look at that. We've absolutely dominated. They've had a little bit more of the ball, but that's okay because we have had all the shots. 6 on target to their 1. So... it's a decent start, isn't it? United's winning. Any of our other rivals? No, none of them are playing. So we'll tell them assertively, keep the performance up. Don't get complacent. Kone's looking stressed. That's okay. We'll just tell him we have faith. There we go. He's happy again. Conrad Lima, not playing the best. We'll let him know that. Gonzalez, let's tell him he has been wonderful. And Wilson hasn't been great, has he? It's only a 6.8. We'll see if we can get maybe a little bit more out of him in this second half. So obviously the main goal here is to not let them do what we did to them. Because if you remember in the first game, they were 2-0 up, and then we had a wonderful second half comeback. Obviously we don't want them coming back from 2-0 against us. Felipe, good tackle. Staminkovic, well done. So the transfer window is essentially closed now. By the time this game's done, we're not going to have enough time to get anything else across the line. I haven't... Good. Well got, Magneto! Our Italian stallion puts in a third. He's actually proven to be quite a good poacher in front of goal from set pieces. We have him standing just in front of the keeper, and you saw he got 2 against Brighton, scored like that. That's got to be... Is that his 5th for the season, Wilson? Oh, it's a goal! It's too easy. Gonzalez with a hat-trick, and for the second time in 2 episodes, we are absolutely ripping to pieces a great of English football. It was 5-0 against City last episode, 4-0 in the 55th minute against Liverpool this one. This is, well, can we do more than City? Can we maybe do 7? Beat our all-time record? This is, of course, getting very ambitious, but you'd have to say at this point in the game, the points are in the bag. It might actually be a good opportunity to rest some players here. Gonzalez has his hat-trick, so we'll take him off. We'll take Wilson off for the boob, and we might keep a sub up our sleeve for now. We don't necessarily want to find ourselves down to 10 men if we do get an injury. All right, what have we got here? Felipe knocks the ball in for Kone. Oh, just over the bar. So if you are enjoying this episode, do make sure thumbs up and subscribe. It helps people find the channel, so it's greatly appreciated when you guys do that for me. And again, just thank you too. We've had a few subscribers lately, so welcome aboard. And again, thank you for the support. Hopefully, you're enjoying both this episode and the series. So it doesn't look like we're going to put 5 past them as we did with Man City, but 4 past Liverpool. That's not a bad way to end the episode, I don't think. Boob's picked up and knocked on his ankle. It should be okay. That's the end of the game, and a hat-trick from Gonzalez has sealed us the points. I think we'll just tell them, we'll give them a passionate, well done, and as Boob's off the bench, we'll let it go. All right, so there it is. We are back up to second. Yeah, that goal difference is quite strong, as you would imagine, having put 7 past Brighton, 5 past City, and now 4 past Liverpool. We did AC out for long, just 2 to 3 days. That's what you would expect. And Gonzalez, of course, was absolutely wonderful in front of goal. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, everybody. Like I say, if you have enjoyed that, like, subscribe, you know the deal on that. We'll be back next episode. What we're going to do is we're going to do Arsenal and the first leg of the Champions League against Moscow. That'll be on Thursday. Friday, we're going to have a special, the Carabao Cup final. And then we'll be back, assuming these fixtures remain the same. We'll come back for the second leg against Moscow, and we might do Fulham as well for that one. So that's it. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Aussie Villain, and here are our goals of the month. A bit of a Brighton special for January. Take care.